Hi guys, today I'll show you process of making this kind of illustration using 3D code, Blender and Photoshop. Of course, it's not like crazy detailed project. I use this free software in this tutorial, let's say, as a very quick sketching tools for concept art purposes and for illustration purposes, whatever. Okay, so here we have some sketches I did while working on this personal project. I called it Hands of Greed. This is some kind of infernal monster that I just, I was working on some project and I invented that maybe this some kind of hands reaching inside the hell that is roaming in the hellscape of some kind of fantasy or dark fantasy landscape. So it's not very original, but still I found it very fun, interesting project. That this is like kind of serpentine, twisted form amalgamation of greedy emotions like demon or something like that is created from lava like material, and it is hunting the damned souls that are wandering on the hellscape, and it's like punching through lava and like attacking everyone. So okay, so first I had created my sketches using hands that are like done in 3D code. So we are now inside the 3D code. And this is the model of hands I used in this project. This is one hand model. I created it, and I will now show you maybe how to create such simple model. So we have hand model. It's basically in 3D code. You must download OBJ model of hand, for example, or ready DAS 3D model. So you can export export DAS 3D character like this. You can pose him or her, and here you can just drop. You can add some in models. In folder, for example, you can add a model of anything you want. So I will not show you now how to do this, sorry, because I want to create monster for now. So we have this first idea of monster, that we have some kind of snake-like serpentine hand monster, and now I will really quickly show you how you can make this kind of monster. So it's older version of 3D code, so the UI looks different, but it doesn't matter. So when we are importing 3D model from our model library into Blender, into 3D code, we must remember that I must change my recording properties. Okay, here we are. We can see everything now. On the left side, we have this res plus, and we must res it to some bigger resolution, because 3D code is amazing tool. It's like Photoshop in 3D. I really like using it because it's sloppy. You don't have to perfectly model. You can use mouse as I'm using now, or you can use tablet for your sculpting. So here, as you can see, I'm using very simple snake tool, and we can create our monster on our devil hand, like this swirly hand of damnation, hand of greed, like I called it. The another tool I used while I was working on this monster is simple curve tool. You just click curves, and now you can you know, basically twist them in more controlled way. So like so, and we can press enter, apply. Okay. And the problem with 3D code sometimes is that it is based on voxels, so it's like pixel based. So everything we do, we must be aware of our memory, and so we can, for example, resample 6 million voxels is very big, so we don't want to. We can lower it to 700,000 for this monster, because for this kind of sculpting we don't have to be very how to say it, sorry, remove profile. We don't have to be very precise in our sculpting, because I don't know how to sculpt precisely, so I use it for like creating basic forms, or maybe sometimes more detailed forms, and then I go to Blender to render it or add some textures. So you can see, pressing Control or Alt, we can sculpt down and sculpt up, so we can add, for example, some kind of pattern for our monster. It's cracked, made from stone, so we have this kind of monster that we can export later. Okay, now for example we have this. So basically this is the idea. I wanted to show you the 3D code. Maybe it's not 3D code, of course it's not 3D code tutorial. I'm spontaneously sketching right now and recording, so I thought maybe I will show you how to approach this process. So we have this hand of grid. I will even export it, so wait. We'll pose it. We can now select this pose, and we can move this model, this corrupted hand, clear selection, and we have connected. So you can see we have connected our the model. We have connected it, and we can move. You can how to say it. You can manipulate it in however you want it. So we have this kind of this kind of hand. We export the scene. Wait, no, not export scene, because we export file, export scene. Sorry. Okay, I have exported this document. I'm not saving it. Okay, so we are back now. We will import this hand we did in 3D code to Blender. Okay, we are in Blender now. I have imported my let's make it bigger in the camera, or maybe not camera. I have imported my model, as you can see. This is our main hand of grid. I have downloaded and applied the texture from Sketchfab library, Quixel Bridge. I think I showed you, or it's common knowledge, but I will show you again. Basically, you have your Quixel. It's still free this year, so I don't know, it will be paid next year, but whatever. For now, we are good to go. So you choose the texture you want. They have really great surfaces, so you can download and export. I use 2K. Probably it's too low res, but sometimes there is a problem with older, newer version of Blender. It's not compatible, but you can look it online. So export, and that's it. So we have now the model. Let's select it. And I just, you apply model, you play with the nodes. the nodes in for 3D code model. I know that there is I must learn this myself. There's a process of retopology automatically, so it's very simple, but I never had time. Maybe I had time, but I don't know. I didn't learn it. So you normally the texture is UV projected and you don't see anything. It's like brown or whatever. So you put to generated, then mapping. You put Control Shift A value. You can now tweak the value, and then in the texture of from Quixel Blush, we have all this texture information. So we can press Control and A. Sorry. Yeah. A and yeah. A. We press A, clicking on one A, and every node is selected. Then we press Alt, and then we check the box, for example, box, and every one of this box is changed, so we don't have to do it manually. So this is the great way of changing stuff. Then we can play with the value, and we have text. You must try it for yourself. So we have this texture, and the method here I will be using is I use only one model. I have created one model of this hand. For our project, I will be needing hellscape, so lava and snake, like this monster that is like I don't know how it's like going like snake or some. It's reaching through the crust of the lava, and now we have and it's hunting for this lost souls of the damned. So the idea is to show how it could work. The next, so I can show you these are the renders, and the idea is to make just some renders. So okay, so let's go to render view. So I have just post this this monster in a fashion, in a way that I would like to have it in Photoshop. So plus minus the perspective should fit, and then you can use this rendered image. Of course, you can play with the mist if you have many more results. So basically, we are placing the lava glow from below, and we are rendering it. So this is the simplest way of making this preparing our Kitbash tool to photo. It's not photobash, but 3D photobash in the Photoshop. So to prepare our idea sketch or even final painting. Usually I work in the Blender in the metal sometimes I build all the scene because it's needed for the project, so you have to make everything. Sometimes you have to send it to someone to other people, but for this project, and if I'm using this stuff. So we can see now here are some final projects, final illustrations. So basically, I will walk you through some of them. So we have this rendered image, okay? So I basically dropped my render results, and now I have used my sky, red sky. Of course, it's hell, so we have red sky. I used interesting composition for these hands that are attacking the damned souls. There is a small devil that looks how this thing is working. Maybe he's, I don't know, fishing in the lava or something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, this is the one image, and we have now, here is the document with rendered images. So let's make something. Okay. This is the document I prepared for presentation. Okay. So as you can see, we have this small and big renders of these hands. Okay. So when I rendered them, okay, we don't need this. Okay, so when I rendered them, I have this kind of hands. This hands of grid, as I called it. And this is the way how you can create really fast, interesting first sketches, then even final illustrations. Because sometimes when you work in 3D, it's very good. I usually work like building. When I started using Blender, and now for majority of time I use it like that. I build all the scene, and this is almost done, so it's very easy. But sometimes, if you want to make something more dynamic, you want. Okay, so I'm dropping the sky. The sky is just sky, red sky. Used photo textures. I use photo textures for the sky. Okay, then sky must be in the background. So we have this kind of sky that is even in our illustration. So you can see how it starts to look cool. And now we can start to play with these elements. Maybe I will zoom in because I can see that it's small. Now we can play with these elements of this monster. So we have some background with lava. Well, let's see. We can Control C, Control V, bigger part of the monster. If for example these hands, they are of course not the right color, so we would like to color it. So color what color? Hard light. Hard light makes something. No. Okay. So we use hard light. Let's color it. It colors the contrast curves. Let's make it more contrasty. And so yeah. So you can now play with these elements. For example, we want to push it further in the background. So we use lighten mode. You can now just, explore, play with this composition. You can use your navigator, small window in navigator to monitor your composition, how it looks in the really small picture. So basically, this is the way, like in the Mandalorians. This was my cat. He wants to get out from the room. He's chased by the hands of the grid, so I must help him. Okay, cat escaped, so we are good to go. Okay, so basically this is the method. I don't know. I don't want to bore you with the all, finding the textures. You can find this kind of tutorials everywhere online, because it's how to make it. So okay, so for example, here's the fire. Let's see, screen mode, and we can add some cool effects on the monster, on the hell monster. This hand is like burning. It's grabbing the souls of the damned. They are escaping. Let's grab some damned people, some sinners that burn in hell, souls that are lost forever. Well, wait. Okay, so this is not Lost Soul. Okay, this is Small Devil. Okay, and we can... Okay, here is Small Devil. He's looking at this spectacle of carnage. Let's for maybe he stands on the. Okay, so I use this later. I will put this him in the some kind of rock for scale, let's say, or I don't know. So here you can just have fun and explore your idea, because sometimes I know that for concept art we must have very unique ideas, but sometimes this is a way of, I don't know, sketching, going exploring your nodes is like more like node making while you are, for example, working for a client or for other your project, and sometimes suddenly you start to play in 3D, like with these hands. I started to bubble to model these hands. It's even big word to model. It's just I just made some snaky hands, and then and I thought, well, maybe this is cool idea to make this kind of absurd and absurd monster that is living in the hell and hunting the souls of the damned. So yeah, this is the process and the method, the technique I use for this kind of things. So you can try it. It's very cool, because as you can see, we can have many iterations of the same. We are using the same asset, as you can see, and we can show different angles, different stories of this idea. And later, for example, there is so yeah, so this is the process, and we are now like making it more interesting for our view. So showing, maybe this devil shouldn't be here, but I don't know, I think he looks cool, so we will leave him. He's just like standing here on the rock formation. It's very typical. I will not give him a stick, but it's tempting to give him pitchfork. Okay, so now we can play with this compositional. No, this is not good. Okay, so here let's see. Maybe something in the background should be like enormous monster. Strange that I don't have. What's here? Okay, these are some older my layers. This is the version I was working on before I recorded. So this is one idea of this monster. It's like very close, reaching towards something. Here is more like scene from. We can show that he's migrating somewhere. So we can use this idea and just explore it. Okay, so here are these hands that I used in the previous picture. I will just let's go for it. Okay, let's make maybe this hard light is not too much. It's too much. Okay, this is the same monster, but hard light. Okay, I will make it more dark. It's basically, it's basically the just tweaking around, so you can have it's now part where we are like just mindlessly almost trying to come with cool composition idea. Okay, so this is going somewhere. Okay, so this monster, of course, hellfire must be everywhere. His hands are burning, and they are like. The idea is that maybe he's hunting the souls, and there are some smaller hands. So maybe if he consumes more and more souls, he become greater and greater. And on these bigger hands, there are like crowns of fire, like hell symbols or something like that. So this is a really cool part when we can just explore the concepting phase of idea. Of course, you should take notes, but in this process, this kind of sketching is note taking for me while I'm working, and this is really. That's why this process, when you make one or two ideas, like you create this kind of prop, this kind of it's not building, but maybe this could work as I don't know, something like forest, for example. Okay, this sky is not good for here. Okay, and now I'm just trying to find. Okay, so we have this black sky, maybe glow from lava. It's all over the place. So why not? Okay, so here is this. What's that? I hope I didn't overwrite. Yeah, okay, I overwrite this older illustration, but whatever. It's better, I think, now. I have the old version, it's newer version, I think it's better. So now, okay, I'm now I want to extract some information from other pictures, so we can, when you have multiple illustrations, you can just, you can just screen. Okay, this looks cool. This is rather easy to play with this. So you can, we can now use some textures to just to just add more and more information to show where we are, what we are, why, this whole stuff, like environment, show the what's going on here. So this is more dynamic scene. This is my main scene I did. Okay, so this explosion of lava on the screen mode. Yeah, the screen mode is okay. And let's see if this looks okay. It should. Yeah, here it could be okay. It's more like. No, it's more sketch now for the sake of our recording, but still I'm exploring this idea. So I will not, for now, I will not overpaint it very much. So, but next step of this, okay, let's call it finished. There's nothing more in the. Okay, one thing. Lighten mode. Okay, so we can just signal that this kind of fiery veins. So let's signal the material we are using for the monster. So we are using, this is the lava, kind of an animated lava thing, stony. These hands are made of this kind of stony lava material, like many creatures, like some kind of, I don't know, elementals in games or something like that. So this is really simple idea. So we can place it on lighten mode and just indicate that, yeah, this is this material. later on the this call out sheets that we will be, you can make them and show the materials, just like download some lava and make arrow and draw some ideas, like even this kind of sketches we can. This is a really cool idea. Sorry, I'm digressing from our main subject, but still we are in the same realm of this monster, of the hellscape, of this infernal region. The other idea I wanted to explore, and I will explore it, and I will make other images with this monster, because I imagine that this is called Hands of Greed. So he's very greedy. So he starts as a, let's say, I don't know, small hand in the hell. He hatches from greed. I don't know. It's a really cool idea. Hatches from the eggs of greed or something like that. He consumes itself. He consumes other small hands, and he grows. He grows and he grows. Usually the monsters could be the same. This size, let's say, this are the human figure. It can be some kind of RPG game that it is a monster, just like in MMORPGs, and we can see here. This is a very quick sketch I did with this monster, that he's like smaller, and here are souls of the damned are wandering on the fields of hell, and he's chasing them. Here is like full rendered idea. Here is the feast of this monster, so we can see it is like going from the lava and just attacking the souls of the damned. So this is the sketch we did today, and this is more like keyframe, let's say keyframe or some kind of illustration that we can see presentation of the molten lava. He's just attacking the souls, and they are like screaming, and he's consuming them, and he grows into the bigger form. So here's this kind of illustration. We can add our illustration to this presentation. Okay, so we have this other idea iteration. This is for sake of presenting, of showing you how this way of working could be done. So from simple renders of hand, of small hand, making them in 3D, then we can explore this idea and build a lot of keyframes, a lot of sketches from it. So the next idea for environment of this region, because this monster is like moving, and he's like some kind of snaky worm, like combination of these hands and twisting forms. The other thing could be really cool, that we have islands on this the level or the realm, whatever, and this hell islands in this midst of the lava lakes or a lava like area is calcified hands of greed. So imagine the hand is greedy, he eats, and later he eats himself, so his greed, like he's too much, and he just like stands. He becomes the environment. I don't know, maybe it's not logical, but it could be something cool, that we can see these hands of greed. Maybe this hell is for greedy people, this kind of area, whatever. But the idea is to make some islands or some locations with this hand-like trees, or we can show here, for example, this is the small monster floating around the area. Here is, for example, the player that he's walking on this island. We can maybe have some kind of checkpoint. It's safe here, let's say, relatively. Maybe some small devils walk here, and then here is the monster, so we must run faster or fight with the monsters on the island, on the land, like the worm from Dune, that, you know, we are walking on the sand, and then there are rocks. This is a very typical idea. So this is this kind of brainstorming I'm doing right now for this project. So yeah, so I think this is cool. I hope Yeah, I hope it was somehow helpful for you. Maybe you can give me information on the comments if you liked it or if you didn't like it. But give me like or subscribe to this channel, and let me know what would you like to see next. If I should continue with the project or show you some other tricks, and because I like the idea of making quick iterations, quick sketches, and then maybe rendering, because I'm not very good at rendering because I don't have like patience, but maybe this is something I must work on. But okay, this is digression. Just hope you like this. I will hope you like this episode. This just my talking and just showing you the process. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode next week. And thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye bye.